What up? It's Zooch. Today I'm going to be doing a draft. I have clawed my way back from literally not even in the top 100 to I think somewhere in the 30s. I've had a couple good drafts. So I want to continue that and I'm going to do it right now. So let's go ahead and jump in and see what we have. Woo! So I think this pack is pretty solid. There are a lot of good cards in this pack. All of these uncommons, I think, are pretty playable, especially Skyride Vanguard. If you get it in the right deck, it's just incredible. Direwood Prowler often is a great card, especially in the right deck. Granite Ring can be extremely powerful in the right deck. Roosting Owl is a card I've really come to like. Extract, a quality removal spell, but nothing compares to Slime Spitter Slug. This card is unfair. I don't know if anyone's had the misfortune of playing against this card yet, but it just crushes people. It has so much text. It kills flyers. It gains you life. It gets bigger. Like, what does this card not do? All right. Oh, yeah. Love me some strangers. All right. So I often go into strangers. I think it is one of the best, if not the best archetype. So I'm going to take Battle Tested Stranger here. That having been said, I think it's the best card in the pack regardless. I mean, everything else here is pretty mediocre. Serpent Mount is a card that I've been not very impressed with at all. I mean, like, unless you're getting it to be like a 7/1, it's just not worth 4 mana. Because, like, you could get, I don't know, it's just very fragile and makes you take time off from attacking and or blocking. Noble Firemane is probably the second best card after Battle Tested Stranger, followed by Xenon Cupbearer. A lot of these other cards are really mediocre. This is a terrible card. Bring Down's pretty solid, but you don't want to run too many of them. But Battle Tested Stranger is in the deck. Okay. What do we do here? So I think Aerialist Trainer is actually quite a good card if you're in Horu, which in general I like. I also really like Fencing Master in Horu because you can pretty quickly get it to be a 5/5. That said, neither of our cards really lend themselves to going in that sort of deck, and they're good enough that I would like to keep playing with them. I will probably go ahead and take one of these time cards because Xenon is the archetype that I think Slime Spitter Slug does the best in. That having been said, I don't know. If I hadn't picked either of these two cards, I don't know what I would take. Maybe Mortar. Maybe Aerialist Trainer. I've been really impressed with Aerialist Trainer. Just getting to draw a card and pump your flyer and putting a 2/4 on the board, very strong. I'll probably take Sand Viper. It's cheap. It's got Deadly, so it'll kill stuff. It's a good card in Limited in general, so I'm happy to take it. This card is garbage. Yeah. Let's see. Well, I really like Skywalk Constructor. I'm going to go ahead and take Purify. So the only other cards are Avarax Familiar and Skeeter that are like strictly in our colors, quote unquote. But neither of them are great. Whereas Purify is a removal spell that I want in my deck. I could take Xenon Banner, but I think it's a little early for that. I'm going to take this removal spell. All right, Archive Curator, very good card. A Silence is just a very solid ability, and it lets you get to the late game. Like, there's nothing to dislike about this card. And it flies. Xenon Cupbearer is the next best card. For those of you who have not drafted the Horu archetype, this card is great. Yeah, it's awesome. But we're going to take an easy Archive Curator here. Okay. None of these cards are particularly good. Maybe take this Blink Wolf just in case I don't end up in. I mean, none of these cards are good. I could take this Cabal Bludgeoner, but really, what weapons am I going to be playing in this archetype? Could take this Excavation Assistant, which I've been sort of impressed with, but not really impressed with. Oh man, these are all kind of mediocre. Plan here is fine, but I don't want to ditch this guy just yet. I'm going to take the Excavation Assistant. I would really like to keep trying to play this card. It doesn't look like there's been too many shadow cards our way. I don't think Cabal Bludgeoner is where we want to be. I mean, this is a 2-mana card, unless you have a weapon on it. And even then... Alright. Inspire Obedience is certainly a playable card. It's not great, but it's not bad. I'm going to take it. Haven't seen any strangers. There we go. There's a stranger. None of these cards are what we want to be doing, so let's take Skyscraper Stranger. Maybe we can still live the dream. Man, this is a late Skywalk Instructor. This card is not bad at all. I'm not a huge fan of Belching Behemoth. It unless you have like Blood Call Invoker that give you a benefit for like having gained a lot of life. It's not a very good card. So like compared to a Towering Terrazon, right? This costs 3 mana more and has 1 more health and then gives you 6 health. So is 3 mana worth 6 health? Not really. I'm going to take the Spur on. I don't know what we're going to do with it yet or if it's going to make our deck, but we'll see. Ooh, Granite Ring. I really like Granite Ring. I'll take it. Probably not going to play the Smith's Hammer. But we haven't seen too many strangers, which is kind of annoying. Very annoying, in fact. Well, our options here are very limited. We've got Amethyst Acolyte and Direwood Beastcaller. So the question here is, what's the likelihood that we get to connect with Direwood Beastcaller? And my thought is not really that highly at all. It was great in Feln when you were assured of a much more consistent mana base, and you were playing cards like Levitate or Trickster's Cloak to like get it through. So, you know, we've got a Spur on. Is that gonna be enough? I think this card's great if you can connect with it. I have some severe concerns about us being able to do that. This card's good. Is it like we're missing out on so much value if we just sort of say, whatever. Let's not take this. I don't think the chances of us connecting with this card are particularly high at all. I'm going to take this Amethyst Acolyte. Okay, alright. So, we've got Lethrai, Nightblade, Ornamental Daggers, Stone Scar Stranger. I don't think Shadowlands Guide is a card we particularly care about. I don't think Teleport's what we want. I want to take the Stranger. First of all, it fixes our mana, which is going to be paramount in a 3-color deck. Second of all, it's a Stranger, so we might end up in the Strange deck. We'll see. Yeah! Yes! Get in here. Get in the deck. Ooh. Okay. Okay. I'm going to take the I think we're going full on Strangers here. Like, this Praxis Displacer is great, but if you go Strangers, you go big or you go home. So here we go. Perfect. Fixes our mana. Wonderful. Oh my gosh. So excited. We're not going to play this card. But we could play either of these 2 cards, maybe. Alright, so this card so far is not very impressive. Like, we're going to have plenty of 2/2s for 2, so I'm going to take the Trick. It's a late Awakened student. I'll take it just because who knows what we're going to do? Get in here. Oh, yes. So exciting. So exciting. Whatever. It's sort of a removal spell, I guess. Daggers or Predator's Instinct? Probably Daggers, honestly. Like, this is okay, but we don't have very many... we don't have a lot of big dudes, so... Take the thing that we might play, but probably won't. Okay. Beckoning Lumen. Well, there is a stranger, but is that better than Beckoning Lumen? I know I just said go big or go home, but it really depends on how much life we might conceivably gain in this deck. Man, it seems like a card I want to be playing. Like, this seems like a powerful card. This is okay. I'm going to take the Lumen. I'm going to break my cardinal rule and take the Lumen, not the Stranger. All right, Tireless Stranger over Shadowlands Bone Picker. Ah! Oh! I said Strangers. I said we're doing Strangers. Bone Picker's so good, though. For those of you not in the know. Man, this sucks. This sucks. We don't have any Strangers or Mana Fixing or good cards. I take this Roosting Owl, but like, we're not really green. Maybe we'll go heavily into Justice now. We sort of took some good Justice cards. Oh, we get a chance to pick one up. Sure. We could have had an insane Xenon deck, but here we are. I think Bone Picker is better than Blood Call Invoker. Yeah. Man, we could have had such a good Xenon deck. That's too bad. Alright, is Dragon's Breath better than Hunter's Harpoon? Because these are sort of the deck cards that I think are the important ones. I want to probably take this Hunter's Harpoon. I really like drawing cards, and this lets you do it. Decimate will never be cast, so I'm not going to bother. And if we were in a Xenon deck, we'd take this, but by golly. It's another removal spell. I think this is better than this. I get that Stranger Lust. I can't help myself. We're not going to play that, but single faction. I don't really see us want to play Caleb's Choice. We don't have enough flyers for this guy. Take this Bandit. Take this guy. We're not going to play it though. Jeez, what is going on? So many good cards are coming through. Alright, come on, Strangers. Nope. Yes. We'll take the Deadly Stranger. Missing out on a Felon Stranger. Man, I don't even know what our deck is doing anymore. What's our deck doing? What are we doing? We don't have very good mana fixing either right this second. Let's get out of here, Sparkbot. Ugh. What is this? Probably World Pyre Phoenix. This card's really good. Yeah, why not? We're just sort of jamming all the good cards into our deck. Probably take this Mana Fixing. We take this Mana Fixing. Sure. What happened to all the Strangers? Literally no Strangers in this whole mother fudging pack. Boy, this is annoying. I'll take this Direfang Spider. I don't think we're playing this Beckoning Lumen, unfortunately. For real, though. What happened to all the Strangers? This is really disappointing. My record, by the way, is 20 Strangers. I don't think we have that many here. Oh god, this is going to be a disaster. Gonna be a disaster. We could have had a 6 Xenon deck. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 Mana Fixing Strangers? Are you kidding me? I guess we could have had one more, but still. White, 2 white, 2 blue, 2 red, 1 black, 1 green. That's kind of nice though. I really like Granite Ring. This guy seems fine. Like, what is our base color, I guess? Who the fuck knows? Who knows? Could be anything. I'm just gonna play all the best cards. This card's good. Yeah. This card's also good. Oh yeah, get in here. Sure, yep, sure. Obviously, yes. Yep. That's 30. Anything else that we need to like add and then pare down? Maybe get rid of this Beckoning Lumen, because I don't think we have any ways to gain life here. This Awakened Student's also sort of out of place. All right. All right, so we don't have a lot of red. Don't have a lot of blue. Don't have a lot of... Okay. Do we maybe cut this World Pyre Phoenix? That seems like the plan. Although it's a 5/5 flyer. That can't possibly be right. Probably cut the Skywalk Instructor. It's just strictly worse. Not strictly worse, but it's substantially worse. Let's see, what else? What else? Yeah, Beckoning Lumen probably has to go. We don't have ways to gain life other than Slime Spitter Slug. So, sorry, Beckoning Lumen. Wish I had taken the Stranger. Alright. Oh, man. Our mana is so bad. I kind of want to just roll with it and see what happens. Alright. Primal... Okay. How many... We've got 1, 2, 3 primal cards. And we've got 1, 2... Okay, two sources. So we'll play 1 for now. Fire cards. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Go down to 2. We'll go down to we'll go down to 2 for now. All right. Time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11, and we've got 2 here. So I would think 11, you'd want to play 6 sources. -2 is 4, so we'll do 4 for now. Justice. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We want to play 3 sources. We've got 1 here, so 2 sources. And then Shadow. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Play 4 sources. We've got 1 here, so we'll need 3, 2. All right, so I'm going to start with this and then basically just add like this. And then let's see. Man, we're going to have a hard time casting a lot of these cards. Our deck is not very good. Deck is not very good. Okay. I might add 1 more Justice Sigil. We'll play 18 lands, because we've got a bunch of dudes that... Well, I'll put a pause here. Pause. Join me next when I play in the games.